Hey guys, we've been doing a lot of funnel reviews and hacks on the channel lately, so much so that we actually asked all of you to submit any example that you'd want. I sifted through the thousands of pages and funnels that people wanted us to go and pull apart and selected 3 lucky winners to maybe be a little bit embarrassed today as we go about and just cut up their opt-in pages. Let's jump in and find out. All right, so as we talked about, guys, lots of people submitted things, and today we're actually being covered a specific type of sales page. This is for affiliates and affiliate examples where they're creating a page that's gonna collect an email and then bridge to the offer page. These 3 aren't doing a great job. I'm assuming that's why they sent them to me, but there's a lot of things we're gonna talk about and really tear up and tell you what you need to be doing that's right and what you might be doing that's definitely wrong. So let's jump into it. So the first page that we have is, it's bridging to a kind of manifestation offer. And we can see here, it's a very simple page above the fold, really white, really sanitary. And the headline is discover your hidden Mayan zodiac sign and the clues they have for your future. Just enter the email below to get started. Now, most likely this is some sort of paid media effort, whether it's on Facebook or somewhere else. They might even put it in a comment link. But one of the issues here is there's just not a lot drawing you in. Like, discover your hidden Mayan zodiac sign. Well, what if you don't really know what a Mayan zodiac sign is? I think the Mayan zodiac, those are things that really stand out, make you seem very curious, and the clues they have for your future. Super vague. It's not really descriptive to tell me what I'm going to give my email for. And emails where we might sling them around, they're actually still important parts, information or things you want to put out there. So at this point in time, like, it just isn't doing anything to really lure you in. And so here, get your free Mayan calendar reading now. But up here, like, they didn't mention anything about the Mayan calendar reading. So now they're bringing in a CTA for the very first time and explaining right there. Not a good idea. You could really spend some more time setting up and getting people interested. One of the big things is you need to step back and ask yourself, what are people really looking for? So I don't think a lot of people are walking around going, man, I wish I knew what my Mayan zodiac sign was. But there's a lot of people that feel like the mysteries of the universe are out there and they just need to understand them so they can understand the path to their life. This is mysticism. There's these forces that we can't see, but we could feel, right? Capture that problem and put that in your headline with some contradiction. So some ways to talk about this might be talking about the mysteries of the Mayan calendar unlocked for you to improve your future, right? Get your free reading today. That's something you're like, whoa, mysteries of the Mayan calendar unlocked. How did they do that? That sounds alluring. It sounds contradicting, right? There's something that doesn't quite make sense. Mysteries getting unlocked. We're already appealing for it. The next statement needs to be something where you're going to really drive it home to what's the benefit? What does it mean to me? So if these mysteries are unlocked, say it's, instead of saying the clues they have for your future, say, so you could craft the future that you want. That's what people are looking for. They don't just want to say, hey, oh, cool, I know what my future is, but you want to do something about it. We want to take action on that. It's completely missing from here. So I'd be changing that headline and just, like I said, make it sound more mysterious. The other thing here is a white backdrop is very sanitary. It's very medical. Nothing is mysterious about white. When you walk into a white room, you could see everything. Make this dark, make it seem mysterious. Lots of times too, if you're talking about the mysteries of the galaxy, putting a galaxy background in there. In fact, probably the best thing you could do, and I'm gonna show you guys right now if you're looking for color coding, is go to the page that you're driving traffic to, which I will do in a second, and actually look at the colors. See what the colors palette is like and make sure you bring that in so it feels like a cohesive experience. They did do a good job with a cohesive kind of image, but look at this. Look at their background. It's dark, it's purple, it represents the galaxies, it shows mystery. It's not white and sanitary and feeling like, well, there are no secrets to this sales page or this page and what it's asking me for. So where they did a good job here, look how much better it looks with that type of a background. So those are the things you really want to pay attention to when you're creating your bridge pages. You do want to also make it cohesive. The other thing is make it seem appealing. This isn't seeming appealing. The other thing is just enter your email below to get started. We hate spam. We'll never spam or sell your information, promise. I'm going to tell you right now, not a good thing to put on there. When someone tells you they're not going to do something, all you do in your brain is think that's probably what they're going to do. Imagine someone show up to your door and say, hey, I need to know your garage code. I promise I'm not gonna steal anything from you. I might not have thought that, but now it's all I could think about. And everything I'm gonna do is gonna be triggered to me think, what does this person do they might steal from me? Now that you've said that you're not gonna spam them, all they're gonna think about is, what signs are going to show up that might tell me that I'm going to start getting a bunch of spam emails. So that's a big problem. I'd eliminate that. The other thing here too is, why are you putting the CTA so high when all you're using to sell people on is a headline and an image? You're not giving yourself a lot of leeway. There's not a lot to test there. Maybe don't do that right away. Maybe give people a little bit of a description, right? Now you could even turn this, instead of something where you're just trying to sell people into a page, make it more of a story and a bridge. I would actually tell you to change this and say, again, the Mayan calendar, the mysteries of the Mayan calendar unlocked, allowing you to create and forge the future you've always wanted. And then afterwards, in the reading, instead of going, here's what you'll discover in your reading, and focus on just a bunch of features we don't necessarily care about, spend some time talking about the mysteries of the Mayan culture. People are aware that there's a lot of stuff tied to Mayan stuff. It's definitely in the zeitgeist and pop culture. Spend some time in talking about that. Sit them down and explain, hey, the Mayans go back to this. Share some history about the amazing things with the Mayan calendar, how they're advanced in technology. Highlight the mysteries that they're about to have access to, so people go, yeah, I could see how this Mayan calendar reading, the zodiac sign, whatever it might be, is exactly what I need to finally have what I'm looking for in my life. I need the clarity and direction forward, right? That's what you want people to feel and say by the time they put in their email. They would put in their social security number if you do a good enough job, if you were asking for that. But we just want the email so it gets to the next sales page and then you get a sale. But right here, this just is nothing. Here's what you'll discover in your free reading. Your hidden Mayan zodiac sign. Again, if no one knows what that is, they're not going to want it. You've done nothing to explain this. And if they already know what it is, they've probably been to the sales page. They don't want to go again. So you're really not providing value with a statement like that. What Mayan priests tell about you and your future. Again, without having an idea of who the Mayan priest is, this could be a really powerful conversation. Share some information. Make people feel like it's cool. Make them understand the Mayan stuff. And so on and so forth. But that's really what this is missing here. It's not enough. It feels kind of thrown together here, and it's just missing. There's nothing appealing to drive them to the next page. And even when they go to the next page, it feels disconnected enough that people are going to start flagging, going, I don't think I did something right. Maybe I'm at the wrong place. Maybe they are going to start spamming me, and you're going to generate instant regret. So let's move on to the next one. And this already has an exit pop on here, which is a good thing. But the biggest problem right here, I'm going to tell you, is just we are right on the beginning of the page. What do you see? What have they done with all the landscape, as we'll call it, for obviously what the offer is? They've just filled it with a bunch of images, right? It's just a bunch of images. And then you see right here, as you scroll down, sign up for our newsletter to receive our home landscaping tips and get instant access to over 7,000 of the freshest landscaping ideas and videos. They tell you what you're going to get, but I never see anywhere in here to this point why I care. Why do I care? Why do you care? Why should anyone care about landscaping? Which you need to dial back in your marketing and ask yourself, why does your audience care, and why is your solution solving that care? The first thing I would think of is most people that want really nice landscaping want other people to see it. It's a social status thing. We want to look impressive. If my grass is super green, well manicured, and landscaped, people think that I have my life together. They might not know that it's a total crap show and I'm a hot mess. But on the outside, my grass looks good. So that's what people are striving for. So why are you not attacking that in your marketing? In fact, what I would put in here instead of this is, I would say, thousands of easy, effective landscaping tips that will impress all your neighbors, making them ask, who did that? Who's doing your lawn? How did you get that done? Do you want to be the envy of the neighborhood? We have 7,000 great quick tips that are going to make you the house that people slow down when they drive by because it looks that amazing. Talk to what they want. Don't tell them what they're going to get. If you tell me what I want, I don't even care what you say afterwards. I just want what I want. Whatever path you have to take as a consumer to get there is trivial to whatever your deepest desire is. Address that in your marketing. So the images aren't bad images though, but putting all that space in there without any connection to the need is a huge problem. Put these a little bit lower, and I would actually also put them on a scroll so it creates movement that attracts the eyes. So put this something instead of this panel view where if anything it makes them a little bit smaller and harder to see, make the images bigger and then have them scan almost like on a little bit of a roller and ticker here. So again here, DIY your home landscaping, follow these step-by-step instruction videos. DIY, always tough. An important thing there is you're not talking about anything about how easy it is, right? So if it's do it yourself, we could do a lot of things ourselves. We could probably try brain surgery ourselves, but we're not gonna do very good because it's really hard to do. And landscaping for the most part is not super easy. Fancy landscaping is not easy. If it is easy, tell people it is. Hey, do it yourself without any previous experience or with a ton of time and money, blah, 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 right? The easiest do-it-yourself landscaping tips delivered to your email every single day. That sounds appealing. Somebody might be interested in something like that if they are a DIY person and they want easy tips. Again, I would still connect back to why do you care? Because you want to have the best looking house and make your neighbors think that you're awesome. That's the primary motivation. In here again, like we have this bullet list of features. It just tells you what's in there. No one cares what's in there unless you address their problem. Can't tell you enough. Like putting this in here isn't doing anything. On top of that, there's no CTA. This is just empty space. It makes you feel like you got lost. It's like walking around the wrong end of a hedge maze. You should always have a CTA finishing things off or whatever, right? That's gonna drive to the action that you want. Don't lead people to dead ends on a sales page. Really, really bad idea. So let's move on to the next and final one. Another bridge page again, we see Total Healthy Diet. Free ebook reveals how to lose weight without leaving your favorite food. I'm sure many of you are probably thinking, that sounded weird when you said that. And you're right. Have you ever heard someone say without leaving your favorite food? Like they lost it somewhere and they'll pick it up later. That's already gonna raise red flags. You need to really, really focus on speaking the proper vernacular. And what I mean by that is whatever way your consumers talk, you need to talk in the exact same way. If they did say leaving your favorite food and that was your target audience, this would be great. I've never heard anybody say that. If there's some niche market out there that does, great, sorry, prove me wrong. But use some more commonplace knowledge. The other thing here is there's just nothing in here. This ebook will help you lose weight fast, and how you could implement this is with very easy steps. It just feels clunky to read out loud. If you're reading something out loud and it feels clunky, it means it's bad. It probably reads in your head not very well also. So I always encourage you to read copy out loud to find out how it sounds. It should feel natural. This ebook reveals that all steps how you could lose weight fast. Grammar is really important, guys. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be within the realm of not horrible. Because horrible grammar is always going to lose conversions. Missing a tiny little thing here and there will not. And then you click here and sign up for a free ebook. The other thing there is sign up for a free ebook. First, get a free ebook. We're not being consistent in our language. Big problem. And then we also have this carb cycling made easy. What the hell is that? And Total Healthy Diet. There's just so much jumbled stuff on here. Stop, simplify your message. What does this actually do? What are you trying to get people to do? Right? Like if you're gonna give them an ebook, like really talk about that ebook is, and you probably need to sell it a little bit. I don't even know what carb cycling made easy is. Is that even a thing? Like talk about carb cycling. The way I'd say is like, instead of leaving your favorite foods, what's the number one food people have to give up that they don't want to give up? Bread. We all love bread. We love our carbs. You have something carb in there. And say, finally lose weight without ever having to give up bread again. This free ebook will give you the 7 tips or whatever, the tips and tricks that you need to know to start shedding pounds while still enjoying pasta, cake, whatever it might be, all the things, and those breads through the simple, tried and true method. You don't even have to, if it's going to be a free ebook and you just want to get email, I would start there, right? Below that, then give a little bit more backstory, history, explain the mechanism. But there's just so many things that aren't working here. The other thing I'm going to say, headlines like this at the top of your page to create branding or some sort of brand awareness, make no sense, and you should never do them until after a consumer's bought. No one cares who you are until you prove to them that you're something that's valuable. So once they've purchased, they've gotten the product, they know it's good, that's a great time to start introducing the brand, unless you have massive brand awareness, which if you're doing affiliate marketing, you followed some of our other videos, there's a good chance you're probably not going the brand marketing route. So I'm assuming that's not the case. So eliminate that stuff as well. And then just put in more and make more sense to what you're trying to hit here, right? If you're not hitting a pain point that sounds appealing and contradicting, you're probably not hitting anything, and no one's gonna go to your sales page. The last thing I'll leave you with to help out as you guys are going through this is oftentimes you're trying to look on a page or make a page work. You don't wanna pump money into traffic to see if something is gonna work or not. I always encourage people to go down, if you have the ability to do so, go down to a coffee shop, a grocery store, a gym, somewhere where people are congregating that fit the target demographic you're looking for, and offer them a drink or a smoothie, whatever it might be, some sort of compensation for their time, and ask them to read what you said or read them out some statements and headlines and say, which one sounds the most appealing to you? Get real life feedback on this stuff. Pay them for their time, but you will get great feedback. Then you could ask, why is that appealing? Tell me more about why it's appealing. You do that 5-10 times, I guarantee you will craft a much better bridge page to really connect to a winning affiliate campaign and get the dollars that you want and what you're trying for. So that's what we have for these 3 today. Just to summarize, things that I really want you to focus on is, as we go back through here, make things seem appealing to the core problem and emotion that the consumer's having. Make sure you have congruency between the offer that you're creating or you're trying to sell and your bridge page. They should look and feel similar and have similar coloring and imagery and all that stuff. Do not list benefits without some sort of explanation or more to it. Don't sell yourself short. Short, quick pages tend to be really bad results. So spend a little more time. I would encourage you always to write more and tailor it back than never write or write too little. And the last thing here too, again, focus on what you need and use your space wisely. Don't waste a bunch of space with images without even saying what your product is or does or why I should care. So guys, I really appreciate all the submissions. It's been great doing this. Keep submitting them. If you like it, or if you're sitting here and say, oh man, I hope they pick my page next time, submit it again. Let's get those submissions going, and I'll tell you, I'll continue to tear them up and give you the advice you need to be successful. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.